please.
Good evening. Ms. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Gordon?
Here.
Mr. Hurling?
Here.
Ms. Pope?
Here.
Mr. Roberts?
Here.
Ms. Weaver?
Here.
Mayor Jordan?
I'm here. Please join us in a moment of silent reflection, just thinking about the victims of senseless violence throughout the country and the world. Please join us. Thank you, thank you. Jay Davis, will you lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, this is a very festive evening for us. We're saying goodbye to a couple of old, former, long-time council members.
That'll go. They'll be fine.
And welcoming two new council members. So there's some things that we have to do procedurally. And the first order of business is actually certifying the election count. And in accordance with Section 8-9 of the City Election Code, the first order of business for this meeting is the city clerk's filing of the certification of the election with the City Council and the reading of the certification into the minutes. Madam Clerk, would you like to proceed?
Certification of the final count. In accordance with Section 8-9 of the City Code, I have posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building a copy of the certification of final count of the regular election held in the city of Greenbelt, Maryland, on Tuesday, November 7, 2003, as prepared by the chair and the members of the Board of Elections. A copy of the board certification of final count is being provided to all certified candidates in the election, both elected and not elected. Designated representatives of candidates were present throughout these procedures. Early voting and mail-in ballots were accounted for and tallied by 3 election clerks in the council room of the municipal building in the presence of 2 or more members of the Board of Elections. The results of the results of November 7, 2023 regular election for City Council in order of ballot were Rick B. Gordon, 1,737, Matthew A. Enzio, 1,092, Jennifer A. Pompey, 1,697, Rodney M. Roberts, 1,349, Moses N. Sekatawa, 515, James R. Whipple, 658, William A. Orleans, 359, Emmett V. Jordan, 2,036, Christian L. K. Weaver, 1,758, Danielle P. McKinney, 1,597, Silky I. Pope, 1,622. There were 2,685 ballots cast. 7 of the 10 candidates received a number of votes equal to or more than 40% of the total ballots cast. Thus, in accordance with the requirements of Section 31 of the City Charter, the following 7 candidates were elected to serve as member of the council for a 2-year term of office. Emmett V. Jordan, 2,036. Christian L.K. Weaver, 1,758. Rick B. Gordon, 1,737. Jennifer A. Pompey, 1,697. Silky I. Pope, 1,622. Danielle P. McKinney, 1,597. Rodney M. Roberts, 1,349. Also on the ballot contained the following advisory question. Advisory question on voting by resident non-citizens who meet residency requirements but are not U.S. citizens be allowed to vote in city elections. The results of the advisory question were for the Charter Amendment 1,591, against the Charter Amendment 799. The advisory question was therefore declared approved. Attested by the members of the Board of Elections, I hereby acknowledge that the final count certification includes one advisory question that was also listed on the November 7, 2023 city election ballot. Bonita Anderson, City Clerk.
Well, thank you very much. So before, in my role as the sitting mayor, the mayor at this time, before I can swear in the new city council, and after that, our county clerk, Ms. Elamine, will actually swear me in. I just want to pause quickly. I want to recognize some of the elected officials that are in the room. Our county council member, Ingrid Watson. School board member, Jocelyn Rout. Our Mayor Benitez from Mount Rainier is here. And of course, Ethan Sweep from Glenn Ivy's office. Ethan. And one more thing that I'd like to take care of. We have a small token of appreciation that we would like to share with Councilmember Davis and Councilmember Hurling. So if you would pass them over to me. Or actually, I can come down. Would you like to join us down in the center?
As long as I can come back.
Okay. So the two of you have served the city of Greenbelt dutifully for many, many years. So it's a small token of our appreciation. Commitment to community, acknowledging Judith J. Davis for her legacy of service to the residents of Greenbelt. Jay. Conrad? This is No, actually, you have an incredible legacy of service in the city as well. So, with you, and it says, in appreciation to Conrad E. Hurling for his tireless promotion of the arts and civic engagement in Greenbelt. So at this time, I'm going to, as the current mayor, I'm going to swear in the new council members and the other council members as well. So, board, please.
It's not. I don't know why it won't let me launch it. Okay.
Raise your hand, right hand, and please repeat after me. I state your name, do hereby swear or affirm, that I will support the Constitution of the United States, and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland and support the constitutions and laws thereof. And that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of member of council of the city of Greenbelt, according to the constitutions and laws of the state. Okay, congratulations. so at this time, we're going to switch name tags here quickly and take a seat. Yeah, I neglected to mention that we're also joined by our former county council member and member of the county chair of the county ethics commission, Todd Turner. Williams, oh, yeah, right here. And Nicole Williams, there she is. District 22.
Right. Super. Okay.
Watson has a proclamation for Jay Davis before we finish up with this process. You got a proclamation? We have a microphone?
I can use my outdoor voice.
Okay, but it may not pick up. It may not pick up the.
Oh, online?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Why don't we grab one of these microphones?
Excuse me for taking your moment just for a second. But I've known this wonderful lady for many years when I worked for the District 4 office as a staff member, and she's always been an inspiration to me. Her leadership, her dedication to environmental issues, just a wonderful, amazing person you are, Jay Davis, and I just have something special for you to recognize you and all the wonderful things you've done over the past 30 years. And you don't even look 30. So I want to present this proclamation to you. Whereas City Council Member Judith F. J. Davis is being recognized for her remarkable 30 years of dedicated and tireless public service and impact in the city of Greenbelt, Prince George's County, and the state of Maryland. Whereas an educator for over 35 years, Ms. Davis is retiring on November 13th, 2023, from the Greenbelt City Council, where she served proudly in her 15th term and formerly 16 years as the mayor of Greenbelt. And whereas Councilmember Davis embraced her leadership qualities and expanded her experience and effectiveness, where she served on the board of directors for COG, the National League of Cities Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Policy Committee, the Maryland Municipal League, past president of the Maryland Mayors Association, the Prince George's County Municipal Association, and the Prince George's Elected Municipal Women, and strongly advocates for Greenbelt's positions at all government levels and many years on the legislative committees of several organizations. And whereas in 2011 she was presented COG's highest honor, the Elizabeth and David Skull Metropolitan Public Service Award for her environment work, and was given the Greenbelt Green Man Award in 2010. And whereas Councilmember Davis actively supports many Greenbelt organizations, including Friends of the Greenbelt Museum, Friends of the Greenbelt Theater, Greenbelt Lions, and Greenbelt American Legion Auxiliary. And whereas a woman of honor, esteem, intellect, grace, and fortitude is to be admired and regarded as the essence of transcendence. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by Prince George's County Council that City Council Member Judith F. J. Davis be congratulated on her retirement and lauded for her relentless desire to serve and be a beacon of light, hope, and determination for all to follow, and know that opportunities are limitless and the ability to break the glass ceiling exists in us all. Presented by Ingrid S. Watson, Council Member, and Thomas E. Dranoga, Council Chair. Thank you.
Okay, and next up we have Delegate Nicole Williams, District 22.
Before I read my proclamation, I just wanted to say a few words, if that's okay. Oh, thank you. So Jay was one of the first, probably about the second person I met when I first moved to Greenbelt. We actually live like a couple doors down from one another. And Jay was one of the ones who encouraged me to really, I wasn't elected to anything at that time, so just preface that by that. And Jay encouraged me to get involved with the city, and shortly thereafter, I joined the Planning Advisory Board here for the city of Greenbelt, which was one of my beginning forays into kind of life of service. I didn't know at that time that Jay and I would become really friends. Our birthdays are a day apart.
Been many years in between.
So she's sort of like my political twin to some degree, but she has been a mentor and a confidant and an advisor and a friend for me for so long. And so it is my absolute esteemed honor to present to you this official citation from the Maryland General Assembly. Be it hereby known to all that sincerest congratulations are offered to Judith J. Davis in recognition for your many years of service on the Greenbelt City Council, including serving as mayor and mayor pro tem. Your remarkable dedication to the community will be forever recognized as outstanding and inspiring. Presented on this 13th day of November 2023, and it's signed by all members of the Prince George's County District 22 delegation, Senator Alonzo Washington, Delegate Ann Healy, Delegate Ashanti Martinez, and Delegate Nicole Williams. And so, thank you. Oh, and there's one more.
Oh.
Hi everyone. My name is Ethan. I'm a community liaison for the Office of Congressman Glenn Ivey, and I'm here today at the City of Greenbelt meeting to celebrate their election, but also to celebrate Jay. The congressman apologizes he can't be here. I think he might actually be voting right now. I'm here in his stead. Personally, I've known Jay since I was a very young council member in Berwyn Heights. I think I was 26, 27. And you have always just been wonderful and such a great mentor. And I'm getting choked up, dang it. But thank you so much for everything you've done for the community and this area. So I'm going to read this. So be it known, the Office of Congressman Glenn Ivey recognizes Ms. Judith J. Davis for her service and retirement after serving 30 years as a member of the Greenbelt City Council. Jay's commitment and contributions to the community have made a lasting impact, and her unending kindness and generosity will be greatly missed. Presented on this 13th day of November, 2023.
Wow. What an incredible night. What a legacy.
If I can, I just want to thank everybody. I thought this was just going to be an evening where I would be sitting in the audience and didn't realize I was going to be doing all this. But I have received so many messages of well wishes and good luck and everything, and it's been kind of overwhelming. I think the worst part was when I made that announcement in September that I was not going to run again, and then it became real. And now it's even more real. So I wish good luck to the new council and to everyone who's here and anyone who's listening. I'm not going away. I'm going to remain committed to community. You'll see me every now and then at a work session, but not up there. So again, thank you, everyone. And thank you to all of you.
Wait, Jay Davis, wait, there's some flowers there. Look at those flowers. Whoa.
And we also have flowers for you. And I have a bag
Wow. So at this point, well, let's see. The new council and the current council, Council 45, has been sworn in. All of you except for me. So in order to move forward, we'll have to talk about.
Recording in progress.
So in order to move forward, we'll have to, since I'm the old council and you guys are the new council, you guys are going to have to elect a temporary chair, and we can decide who's going to be the mayor or mayor pro tem and kind of get on with business. So would someone, one of you people that's been sworn in, nominate a temporary chair?
So I'm going to do that. So I nominate Rick Gordon as temporary chair.
I second.
Everyone in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Oh, opposed, anybody? No? Why would they?
Okay. Mr. Gordon, you got the gavel there. Look at that.
All right, we will now take nominations. Okay, all right. Section 6, CHR provides that at its first meeting following a regular election, the city council shall choose one of its members as mayor, and that the mayor will preside in meetings of council and exercise such other powers and perform such other duties as may be provided by the charter and the ordinances of the city. The charter further states that the mayor shall be recognized as the head of city government for all ceremonial purposes, by the courts for serving civil purposes, and by the governor of the state for purposes of military law. With that being said, do I have a nomination for mayor?
I nominate Emmett Jordan for mayor.
I second that.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Mr. Mayor? So, the city charter provides that the mayor shall also take the oath of office prescribed in the charter before the clerk of the Circuit Court of Prince George's County or before a sworn deputy. Clerk of the Court of Prince George's County, Hassan El Amin, will present and administer the oath of office at this time. And here's the clerk, Madam Clerk, it's on you. Oh.
Speak. You can speak. If she wants to hold the microphone, you know.
I got it.
Because you're gonna raise your hand.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right? Do you want to swear or affirm?
I swear.
Okay. Repeat after me. I
I,
state your name.
Emmett V. Jordan,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly affirm
Okay. That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
And that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland.
and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland,
And support the Constitution and laws thereof.
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
And that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
Mayor for the City of Greenbelt,
Mayor for the City of Greenbelt,
according to the Constitution and laws of this state
according to the Constitution and laws of the state
and the Charter of this city.
and the Charter of this city.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
As temporary chair, it is my pleasure to hand the gavel to our newly elected mayor. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to share some brief remarks. It's the greatest honor of my life to be elected once again to the Greenbelt City Council and to be selected by my peers to serve as mayor. This will be my 8th two-year term of office and the 5th term that I've served as mayor. I pledge to work closely with my colleagues on council to promote a positive atmosphere in order to prioritize and accomplish our collective goals. I do pledge to listen to the pulse of the people of Greenbelt, to remain accessible to our residents in all sections of the city, and to make sure that council's decisions are grounded in fiscal responsibility. As our new city manager adjusts to the Greenbelt way, the importance of council leadership cannot be overstated. I will continue to work closely with City Manager Salmoran as he learns the ins and outs of our city operations and help him to get to know our residents. I pledge to be respectful of our city employees and to make sure that they are taken care of with fair wages and working conditions. And I pledge to remain engaged and involved with the city's external stakeholders, representing Greenbelt with our county, state, and federal partners. So the city faces numerous immediate challenges and potential opportunities as we begin this term. The announcement last week of the FBI relocation is no small affair, and the city staff are already beginning to plan how we will grapple with the impacts of the project as it moves forward. As we continue to oversee the ambitious plans that we've laid out, council and staff, to allocate the nearly $23 million in federal American Rescue Plan funding in the most impactful ways. And to the new council members, I extend my congratulations. As we welcome 2 new city council members, we say farewell to 2 long-time members. But there's much work to be done, just in terms of retaining our institutional memory and also orienting these new voices to council. So past experience has taught me about the limitations of a 2-year office term. I remain resolute in my commitment to delivering balanced, informed, and proven leadership that Greenbelt truly deserves. So thank you to all of the residents and my peers on council that have allowed me to continue to serve. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. Okay, the next order of business is the election of the Mayor Pro Tem. Section 6 of the City Charter provides that at its first meeting, the council shall also choose one of its members as Mayor Pro Tem. If a vacancy occurs in the office of mayor, or in case of the mayor's absence or disability, the Mayor Pro Tem shall act as mayor for the unexpired term or during the continuance of the absence or disability. So at this time, could I have a nomination for Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, and I think I'm supposed to do that, right? Okay. I nominate Kristen Weaver for the office of Mayor Pro Tem.
I second that motion.
Okay.
One in favor.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll be very brief. Thank you to all of the Greenbelters who have supported me and elected me to a second term on City Council. I'm really happy to be here again, and I appreciate the confidence expressed in me by my colleagues for electing me to be Mayor Pro Tem again. I look forward to working with this excellent council. I think Mayor Jordan expressed some of the challenges and opportunities that we have over the next 2 years. I think it's a great time to be a Greenbelter, but we do have to be careful of how these things will impact us. And I think we need to remember the things that we love about Greenbelt and make sure that we move forward in a way that preserves the best things about our city while not getting stuck in the past. And I think that's really important. I am also very proud to serve on the first majority women council in Greenbelt. So cheers to us. But yeah, so just here's for a good another 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, and let's go around. Other council members, would you like to make remarks? Mr. Gordon? Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. The year was 2009, November 4th. I received a phone call from my grandmother, my late grandmother, who I used to have conversation with. She was the one that kind of led me down that road of people's work and really pushed me in my life. And she called me and she said, guess what happened? I was 25 years old and I was sitting at home and she said, guess what happened? I'm like, what happened? And the elections happened. That was literally a year after the elections, historic election 2008. And she said, guess what happened in Greenbelt? I was like, well, what happened in Greenbelt? And she said, they elected a black person. I can't think of his name, but they elected him. And after we finished talking, I went to my computer and I looked up and I saw the article and I saw the name that said Emmett V. Jordan makes history. And I saw that. And I said to myself at 25 years old, one day I want to meet that man. I said, I want to meet him one day. And as life does, it will carry you in directions. It brought me to this city, this emerald city that we all love, our home, our Greenbelt. And at the age of 41, I am proud to say I get to sit at the right hand and serve under that man I first saw at 25 years old. Mr. Mayor, thank you. It's an honor. Yeah. It's an honor. And I just want to thank all those Greenbelters that supported me along the way. Those that gave themselves to this campaign, who helped me get elected from James Cooper, to so many residents who supported me. And I told you 2 years ago, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to give you all of me. With every fiber of my being, I'm going to give you all of me, because that's what this work calls for, giving of yourself for the community, 24 hours, 7 days a week. There is no call I will not ignore. There's no email I will never reply to. I thank you all for just selecting me and voting me in. I appreciate this so much. And I'm excited about this council, just the history that's made tonight. You know, starting with the fact that we have our first majority woman council, which is great. You know, that means we're going to get some stuff done.
Hear, hear.
And the fact that for the first time in the history of this city, we have elected a woman of color to this body. Well, I am proud that it's happening today. And as I said, that we can make this happen together as a council. It takes a little bit of Mayor Jordan, a little bit of Jenny Poppy, of Roddy Roberts, Kristen Weaver, Danielle McKinney, Silky Pope. It takes each and every one of us to continue to move this city forward. And I'm so thankful to my wife for her support, because she loved me and cared for me without condition. She accepted me for who I was. And I appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that. And in closing, I just want to talk a little about this seat I'm sitting in very briefly. And this seat that I'm sitting in, someone sat in this seat prior to me. For 40 years, she has given of her life to this city, 30 of it on this body. I consider her a teacher, the dean of this council, and she's given so much to me, and she prepared me for a time such as this. With her teachings and her advice, I'm appreciative of her, and she has meant a lot to me throughout these 2 years. And I just want to say to a once-in-a-generation leader, and we all can try, but there will only be one, Jay Davis. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Okay, Ms. Pope.
Thank you. First, I want to thank everyone who participated in our city elections. This is so important, and I am so happy that so many people came out and voted. I especially want to thank those who have supported me once again for the first time, or for the first time in this 2023 election. I truly appreciate your confidence in me and allowing me to serve you, our residents, for another 2-year term on this council. I also appreciate the many kind messages, encouraging words, advice you have given me during this time. To my generous supporters that have offered time, advice, made monetary donations, helped me deliver my over 1,800 door pieces, and kept me going when at times I became a little bit discouraged. I truly and honestly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I could not have done this without your generosity and support. I'm greatly humbled and honored to be on the City Council and allowed to serve the residents of Greenbelt. It is truly a privilege, and I promise that I'll be diligent, with my decisions and representation of our community. I'm confident that we, alongside our newest members of this council, can work together respectfully, embrace our individualities, our opinions, and our beliefs, and always treat each other with mutual respect, even at times when we do not agree, and I'm sure that will happen, maybe sooner than we think. We must work cooperatively together because not one person alone can do all the work that needs to be done in our city. It takes all of us to assure that Greenbelt will prosper and be the best it can be at all times. I would like to congratulate all of my fellow council members on their election and look forward to serving with you. And of course, and I do have to mention that my daughter is watching online, I do appreciate her time in moving my grandkid's birthday party like 3 times so I can actually attend. So I really do appreciate you. I love you, and thank you so very much.
Jenny Pompey.
Okay, thank you. Let me pull up my notes here. Thank you all for joining us here today at the swearing in of the City Council, and thank you all for choosing me to represent you for the next 2 years. I'm honored to be elected to serve on this council in particular, as it's the first all-woman majority council that we've had here in Greenbelt, and it just feels like a very auspicious time to be serving. I think you guys we're all really lucky because this council is a great mix of people who are long serving and have great institutional knowledge and new people with fresh ideas. So I think you're really going to be well served by us, and I look forward to doing that. As most of you know, I ran for school board last year, and it can be hard to get back on the horse after you've been knocked off. But everywhere I went in Greenbelt after losing that election, people were so loving and supportive. And it was really incredible to me that the way this community rallied around me. And that's when I knew that I wasn't done, that these people, you all were here for me, and I wanted to be here for you. So thank you all for your support then and for your support now. It means so much to me. I also want to say, it can be, I know there are a lot of moms in this room who are elected officials, and it can be really hard on a family. A campaign can be really hard on a family. So I am just so appreciative. I didn't think I was going to cry, but I'm just so, I have no tissues, but I'm just so appreciative of my husband and my sons who just absolutely supported me 100%. They knocked on doors with me. They worked polls for me. They believed in me, and I'm very grateful for that. Williams, VIP as always. I appreciate that. So thank you all for that, and thank you for your encouragement. And I also just want to say that in addition to my family, I'm really grateful for the support of this community. There are so many people in this room who campaigned for me, who supported me, who knocked on doors for me, who worked polls for me. I was going to try and name everyone, but every time I try to do that, I remember someone who I forgot. So I'm just not going to do it at all because I don't want to forget anyone. But I really just appreciate all that support. And I may be one of the people sitting on this council today, but it is the civic participation of this city that put me here. And that's something that I won't forget. And I look forward to working with this entire council to earn your respect and to face all the challenges and opportunities that Greenbelt will be facing in the next 2 years. So thank you very much.
Ms. McKinley.
Thank you so much. I am just so incredibly honored to be a member of this council in particular. I am humbled to be one of the first to be serving in this role. I do not take that lightly, and I hope to bring a fresh perspective and really just some fresh ideas to what has already been going on in Greenbelt. This is a magnificent city. The community is so involved and so engaged, and it's just been an honor to meet so many people and then have so many porters, many of who are in the audience today. I thank you all. Like Jenny, I cannot go through everyone, but there are so many people who believed in this newbie up here and really wanted to see someone bring a new idea and fresh perspective. So I thank you all. I am surrounded by a wonderful team of coaches and cheerleaders, starting with my own family, my husband, my parents, my friends who also went out, polled for me, went to the polls, knocked on doors, made signs, all of the things. And as Jenny said, your family, it's hard on your family. And so I don't take that lightly, the amount of time that you had to put in to get here. So I want to thank my family for being there to support me through that process. And I could not have done it without them. And I hope that I can be someone who is an active member, who can bring a new voice to maybe those that maybe hadn't had a voice before. So one of the things people had always asked me is, why are you running for council? And it's simple, two things: to be that voice, but also just to be someone who is active in the community. And I think we can all see that you have to show up. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just show up and show up in a different way. So I thank you all. I am extremely excited to be part of this group here today. Thank you so much.
Okay, and Mr. Roberts.
Well, this is an exciting night, isn't it? Everybody's supposed to say, yeah, this is exciting. It is exciting. I mean, it's especially, for people who have, just been elected for the first time. In fact, I can remember 32 years ago when I was elected for the first time, and I was really excited. But the first thing I realized was that the excitement only goes so far, and then you have to work for the citizens and the people of Greenbelt. And the other thing I learned was that the first thing you have to do is if you want to get something done, you have to go through the citizens. The citizens have to agree with what you're trying to do for the city. And so I asked, and I thank everyone here today, and everyone who took part in the election is a part of what's going to happen to our city. And that's how it should be. Everyone in our city needs to take part. Not just the people who are running for office, but especially the people who are not and are choosing the people that want to run for office. So Councilmember Pompey is absolutely right. A little bit of encouragement goes a long way. And the first thing I want to do is I want to thank all the people out there that, as I was going around doing my flyers and all that, many people came out of their house after I dropped off a flyer or something and came running out and said, hey, thank you, and gave me a few words of encouragement. And that means the world. When you're involved in a campaign or you're doing something of this nature, you have to have that support in the community. And that's what has kept me going for 32 years. That's what keeps you going. Just those few people that say, hey, thank you for doing what you're doing. Because believe it or not, you all, this is a hard job. And you're going to make some people mad at you and not. That's the way it is. I mean, that's the way I look at it. And probably you're going to find out the same way, that you got to make hard decisions and you can't make everyone happy. But we have to try, and we have to take the responsibility. And that's what I've taken for 30-some years. And I thank you for allowing me to take that responsibility one more time, because it's a big responsibility. And so that's all I have to say. The last thing I want to say is that the only thing I promise is that I won't promise anything I can't keep. Because that's an important promise. Because just making promises and not meaning it doesn't mean much. So I'm not going there. I'm going to try absolutely my hardest to do everything that I put on my flyer that I want to do. I have a list there if anybody saw what I put out. Some of them are ongoing things for a long time, but I'm going to keep at it, and that's what's important, keeping at it. And so once again, thank you all, and congratulations to everyone who not only got elected, but everyone that ran in the race. So I appreciate it, and I say let's all get to work. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So there you have it. The 45th Greenbelt City Council is now seated, ready to get to work on behalf of the people of Greenbelt. So there's not a whole lot else to be said. We've got some refreshments in the back. We'll be taking some photographs probably in about 15 or 20 minutes. But at this time, Mr. Roberts, thank you for bringing out the individuals that put their names out there and also ran for council. It is difficult to run for council. It is difficult to serve effectively as a council member. So everyone up here has made that commitment, and we're going to work together to make sure that the Greenbelt legacy continues on. So I'm going to go ahead and bang this gavel. Congratulations, everybody. The meeting's adjourned. Oh, I forgot one thing. Ethan Sweep, you've got a proclamation for, yeah. Just hold everything for just 1 second.
Hello, everyone, again. I'm sorry I won't take up too much of your time, but I do have some citations here for the council members who were just elected on behalf of the Congressman Ivy. So I'll just go ahead and read this quick. So be it known, the Office of Congressman Glenn Ivy recognizes the accomplishments and contribution to the community of Emmett Jordan, Kristen Weaver, Rick Gordon, Jenny Pompey, Silky Pope, Danielle McKinney, and Rodney Roberts on their election as mayor, mayor pro tem, and council member for the city of Greenbelt, presented on this 13th day of November 2023. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, and just one more thing. I want to, thank the members of the Greenbelt Board of Election and all the poll workers for the work. I want to thank the city clerk and the city staff for all the extra time and effort that they put into the election and all the work that we do every day. Thank you so much. Let's go to the refreshments.
All right.
Are we doing pictures first, Chandra?
I think it's going to take a couple of minutes for them to set up.
Oh, do you want?
Thank you so much.
Well, I was going to say it depends on what you want to do.
It's going to take a little
Hey,
while.
appreciate it, sir.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, that's no problem.